This video shows how to install the Malaysian personal income tax model itself. We're going to do that the same way we installed the Tax-Analyzer framework. We're going to go to the tax model homepage, click on the installing the model. This is familiar from the earlier videos. We've already downloaded and installed the Anaconda Python distribution. We've installed the Tax-Analyzer framework. And now in this video, we're going to install the model itself. We have some confidential data information about personal income tax filer information from Malaysia from 2018. So we're going to have to handle that a little bit differently than before. So we're going to have an extra step here, but it starts out the same way as before. We download the code. Here we're in version 1.7. We download the zip archive. Here it is, it's already down. So then we're going to switch over to the Anaconda prompt, and we're in the MYI directory. We're going to copy. So on Windows, that would be COPY. On the other operating systems, you abbreviate it as CP. So we're going to copy. You need to know where your internet browser downloads files. On my computer, it's in this directory, and that's it. So we're going to copy it here to this directory, and we're going to unzip it. And then we're going to follow the written directions by moving into the top level directory. This is the one with the setup file. You can check that on Windows by doing a dir, directory listing command. On the other operating systems, you do ls for a listing. There's the setup file, okay? Now we go back to the instructions and we look at this step. We need to download a data file. So we do that. It's down already. You're down in the lower left-hand corner. Starts out as MYI-. So I'll, the other thing it says is we want to unzip this in the MYI-Tax-Analyzer directory. This is all written down in the instructions. So you change there. You copy from the download directory here, you unzip it. Now, this is what's different. Because the data are confidential, we have this password protected. It's also encrypted. So this maintains the confidentiality of the tax information. So I'm going to enter the passcode. And you can see that we got these two files, the tax information itself and the weights for each one of the people in the tax sample. So I'm not telling you here on the video what this password is, because that would completely defeat the whole confidentiality scheme that we've developed here. So the password will be passed to you somehow in a more secret or confidential way. But you'll need to use the password when you get to this stage of the game. Okay. So now we continue following the instructions, the written instructions. We change back. This is where the setup file is. We can do a dir or listing. Here's the setup file. And now we do the last step, just like in the before. We do the pip install dot. A lot of stuff comes across the screen, but this looks promising. This is what we downloaded, version 1.7. So as the written instructions say, we should double check this to make sure that everything worked right. And we do that by changing back into the MYI directory. We're here. And you can see there's nothing here except the zip files and the directories that contain the source code. So what it says is, in the written instructions, is that we should be able to do a sequence of commands. First one is we should ask the model what version it is. It should tell us this is 1.7. Okay, that looks promising. Then the other thing it says we can do is do a test. This is a simple test with just a few records. This is what we're looking for, the past test. And now, even though this doesn't make any sense, because we're going to cover this in subsequent training sessions, it's important to run this command, which is in the written directions, just to make sure that the secret tax data, the confidential tax data, have been incorporated correctly. Okay? So this is what we should get, something like this. If you don't get something like this, then there's some problems. But if you're getting results something like this, the model ran, wrote output files, that means you've finished and you've got a working version of the tax model. So in the second training topic, we'll start discussing how to use the model.